Tonight, our investigation continues into conditions inside the Henry County Jail. This after a current employee went on record sounding the alarm on a staffing problem they believe is putting the lives of officers and inmates in danger. Well, since that interview, a recently released inmate who watched our story reached out to us here at 11 Alive, wanting to share her perspective from spending time on the inside.
This is really interesting. 11 Alive Cody Alcorn spoke with that woman tonight. He's live right now in front of the Henry County Jail. So, Cody, many may argue jail is not supposed to be a vacation, right?
No, Ron, not at all. But this woman says the conditions she experienced and heard about inside this jail are inhumane. The Henry County Jail houses close to 900 inmates. The majority are men, but about 200 women are locked in cells inside a pod like this one. It's where an inmate who asked we hide her identity was recently locked up.
I mean, there was no one around, no one to help you to oversee the pod and all the people that were in there. Even if there was fighting, even if there was a medical problem going on, they wouldn't know because there's no one there.
She says in the 24 hours she was here,
we never got out of our cell other than to get food, and I went to court.
A current Henry County Sheriff's Office employee tells me the jail is being run with just a third of the staff it should have on each shift.
Right now, we're lucky if we have 6 to 8 officers show up.
The employee, fearful of being fired for sounding the alarm, asked not to be identified.
With 900 inmates, sometimes you're doing feeding, pills, regular calls with 8 people.
There's no way you can do everything that needs to be done.
The inmate says that includes people's basic needs.
When I got in my cell with 2 other women and I laid on the floor on a mat, they were so happy to at least have a roll of toilet paper.
She says her welcome kit had a roll inside it, but her cellmates had been using washcloths after using the restroom.
The people in there are crying out for help.
You know, people are going to say jail is not supposed to be nice.
Correct. It's not, but when it's inhumane and the people can't even reach out to the people that they need to reach out to get help, there's no help available. You are in that cell for 23 hours at least a day.
A story backed up by the current employee.
They're that short-staffed. A lot of the people that are in there aren't getting rotations where they're getting only an hour a day. You can barely get a shower and get on the phone in an hour.
You were in there for a nonviolent charge and you couldn't even come out.
That's correct. It's like they're caged dogs.
Now, I did sit down with the sheriff last week. He acknowledged they have a staffing issue here inside his jail, but says that is not unique to Henry County. It's actually statewide. He says they are working to hire additional deputies. But that employee and that woman who recently was an inmate here says if something is not done soon, there could be deadly consequences. In McDonough, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
All right, Cody, thanks a lot for the update. By the way, since January 5th, 4 inmates have died and 1 officer attacked by inmates using shanks inside the Henry County Jail. To read a lot more about our investigation, just search Henry County Jail online at 11alive.com.